Hi, we are doing Blade Runner POC. We chose the name Blade Runner from movie Blade Runner just to showcase what's coming in future. It's basically augmented, if you see, it's orchestrated multi-domain augmented reality, but really what we are doing here is orchestration for multi-domain services. The vision for us was really tied up to 5G and MEC, and of course, all the TM Forum APIs, open APIs, at the same time, TOSCA modeling. We wanted to include MEF as well from Interlude perspective, Sonata perspective, and so on. So we try to put everything in one bag and put it in together. This really, basically, it's kind of a complex POC, but we tried, eventually we pulled it off. If you see, we have multiple operators who are actually part of this POC. There are actually 8 operators, including Vodafone, DU, NTT, Orange, BT, AT&T, TIM, and Verizon. We also have 6 vendors who participated for this POC, so which is CENX, which is now Ericsson, Infosys, of course, EXFO, Rift, Bearing Point, and Riverbed. All of these guys have put in together everything and bring this to the live. I'll hand over mic to my friend here who will talk about the details of the POC.
Thank you, Yogesh. My name is Ihab Mahna. I'm solution architect with EXFO. And I would like to explain to you what we try to accomplish here. We actually selected a very challenging use case. And this use case is how 2 operators can provide an end-to-end service that provide ability for someone in a far place to do maintenance for heavy equipment that involve service that involve 2 service providers. And in this service, we have someone locally in Dubai, which is one of our champions, doing maintenance for the heavy equipment for Caterpillar in the back end. And Vodafone is the customer that provides the service end to end. So how we actually used the open digital architecture from TMF and also some of the MEF interfaces to implement the service end to end and realize it. So if you can see here, that all the participants of the catalyst provided their components. So for example, EXFO provided probe that monitor the service, and Riverbed provided the SD-WAN, Infosys did the integration with own app, and then on top of that, CENX provided the service assurance that collect this information, implement policies to assure this service. And Rift.io provided the service orchestration. On the other side, on the Vodafone side, similar vendors, similar vendor or the same vendor provided similar component, but show you how we actually did this in real time. And the 2 use cases we focused on within this use case is how to provide closed loop assurance and automation for the service so that you can provide the service at the lowest cost possible. We use the ODA architecture, and we are looking at taking this experience and feed it back into the MEF so that we don't only do the day 1 operation, but also the more of monitoring, troubleshooting, and activation scenarios that is needed to enhance the service.
Yeah, so takeaway, wrap up. So from takeaway perspective, what we have done here is basically we have put almost every open standard available into this POC. We have worked on HoloLens, we have worked on MEC, mobile edge computing, we have worked on TOSCA, we have worked on open digital architecture, Interlude APIs from MEF. We wanted to work on Sonata, but that's for next phase of our project. We also have included, if you see, the different service providers, at the same time service assurance and service orchestrators. The really takeaway here is this is a fine balance of operational technological use case and at the same time commercial use case for the operator, because we didn't really want to only focus on the technology but also the commercial aspect. So we also provided the wholesale settlement billing at the end of the POC. So eventually it is transitioning from technology to the commercial aspect of the operator and makes it more revenue oriented rather than just a research project. Thank you.